Hi guys, I'm back! This is Fe Suralta Sibugero of Grade 5 teacher of Malaybalay City Central School, Malaybalay City. Or just call me Fe Sensei. Today I'm going to discuss about decimals, its place value, and more. Are you ready guys? Hold on and watch for the PowerPoint presentation. Decimals. Place value and value of decimals. How do I know what kind of decimal it is? The name of a decimal is determined by the number of places to the right of the decimal point. The number of places, the decimal name, and its example. From the decimal point, if you have one place right after the decimal point, it is called tenths. An example is 7/10. Here is the decimal point and one number after the decimal point. This is how to write an example of a number in the tenths place. And to read, this is 7/10. If you have two decimal places after the decimal point, it is called hundredths. So decimal point 1, 2. So this is read as 5/100ths. If you have 3, then it is thousandths. So the decimal point 1, 2, 3, and it is called 16 thousandths. In reading decimals, read the number, then say the decimal place. So this is 7, and the decimal name or the decimal place is tenths. So read this one as 7/10. This is 5, and it is two decimal places after the decimal point. So this is 5, then hundredths. And the last example, we have 16. Then count how many decimal places from the decimal point. We have 1, 2, 3. So to read this number, this is 16 thousandths. Okay. The place value. To the left of the decimal point is the whole number. So the first digit to the left is in the ones place, and then tens place, then hundreds, thousands, and so on. Now, from the decimal point to the right, the first number is tenths, then hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and so on. So, how to write the value? Here in the ones place, it is 0, so the value is 0. Then the decimal point, tenths, so this is 5. So the value is 5/10. Hundredths, this is 9. So the value is 9/100ths. You have two decimal places from the decimal point. Then thousandths. The value of 8 here is 8,000ths. So 3 decimal places from the decimal point. So 1, 2, 3. And 10,000ths. The value of 7 is 7 10 thousandths. We have 4 decimal places from the decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Or the shortcut way is to look for the value of 5 from the decimal point. You have only one number, so this is 5 tenths. Then hundredths, replace the tens place by 0, then copy 9. So this is the value of the number in the hundredths place. Then thousands, replace the tenths, the hundredths by 0 and write 8, and that's the value of 8 thousandths. Then 10 thousandths, replace the number in the tenths place, hundredths place, thousandths place by zeros, then copy 7, and the value of 7 is 7 thousandths. Got it? The digits, the number of digits, the place value, and the value. So in the ones place, we have 1, so the value is 1. In the tenths place, we have 3, so the value is 3 tenths. In the hundredths place, we have 9, and the value is 9 hundredths. In the thousandths place, we have 8, so the value is 8 thousandths. And in the 10 thousandths place, we have 4, so the value is 4 10 thousandths. So the number is 1 and 3,984 10 thousandths. What are mixed decimals? Mixed decimals are numbers with both whole numbers and decimals. The name of a whole number is determined by the number of places to the left of the decimal point. In the number 128 and 765 thousandths, 1 is in the hundreds place, 2 is in the tens place, 8 is in the ones place, then the decimal point, 7 is in the tens place, 6 is in the hundreds place, and 5 is in the thousands place. So that's the place value of both whole number and decimals. How do you read decimals? To read a decimal correctly, first find the decimal point. Whole numbers are to the left of the decimal point. Any numbers to the right of a decimal point form a decimal fraction. Say "and" for the decimal point. So first, find the decimal point. So this is the decimal point. Then, the whole number is to the left, and the decimal is to the right of the decimal point. This is read as 2,164 and 511 thousandths. It is thousands because it ends in the thousands place. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Zeros after the decimal point. Writing extra zeros after the decimal point does not change the value. Does not change the value. The decimal 2/10, 20 hundredths, 200,000 are equivalent decimals. Why? Because the zero in this decimal and these decimals does not change the value. Okay, let's have exercise 1. Write in decimals. So the number is 5,000s. Thousands. So we have 3 decimal places after the decimal point. So this is 5,000s. 94,000s. Again, it's thousands, so 3 decimal places after the decimal point. 1, 2, 3. Then 94,000s. 336 and 69 hundredths. 336 and 69 hundredths. Hundredths because there are 2 decimal places after the decimal point. This is tenths and hundredths. So exercise 2. Write its decimal in words. So read the number before the decimal point, that is 7,884. So 7,884. Then the decimal point n. Then 11. And this is 3 digits after the decimal point. So the last digit is in the thousands place. So 11 thousandths. 7,884 and 11 thousandths. Another example. 5,592 and 4 tenths. Why tenths? Because there is only 1 digit after the decimal point. 4 and 203 thousandths. Thousandths because there are 3 digits after the decimal point. Tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. 612 and 25 hundredths. 25 hundredths. Hundredths because this is tenths, hundredths. 10 and 44 hundredths. 44 hundredths. Tenths, hundredths. Got it? Okay, let's have exercise 3. In what place on the place value chart is the underlined digit and give the place value of it? What is the place value of the underlined digit? You have to start at the decimal point and count to the right. So 1, 2. Remember, if there are 2 decimal places after the decimal point, it is in the hundredths place. Then, if you have 1, it is in the tenths place. 3, it is in the thousands place. 4, it is in the 10,000s place. Okay, number 2. 3. And it is written to the left of the decimal point. Therefore, it is a whole number. This is in the tens place. Then, count. 1, 2, 3. And it's in the thousands place. This one, from the decimal point, you have 1. So it is in the tenths place. From the whole number, so the second digit before the decimal point, so this is ones, and this is tens. So, exercise 4. Give the value of the underlined digit. The underlined digit is in the hundreds place. Therefore, you have 8 hundredths. Then, this one, tenths, hundredths, thousands. So, you have 2 thousands. Number 3, tenths, hundredths, thousands. So, you have 7 thousands. Number 4, you have first number after the decimal point, so that is 8 tenths. Then 7, you have 7 hundredths. Then tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10 thousands. So you have 3 10 thousands. Then 1, 2, 6 hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 10 thousands. 1, 2, 3. 8 thousands. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 10 thousands. So easy, right? Just replace the number before the underlined digit by 0. That's it. So you're going to write the place value and value of the digit 8 in each number. Try it. Remember the place value and value. Then identify the digit and give the value. In this number, this is 50,678 and 39,241 hundred thousands. Then write each in symbols, then give the value and place value of the underlined digit. Thank you. So, did you understand? Okay? So, that's how to read, to write, to identify the place value, and give the value of the decimals. Now, please review it if you didn't understand well. Okay, don't forget to subscribe my channel, Math Magic with Fe Sensei. Bye-bye!